standing here feels surreal. My mouth is dry, my hands are tingling, my heart is racing. As excitement and anxiety fills my mind, I take my first steps as a student of the Academy. I'm here, but no one else seems to be. Have I gotten the time right? I can't find any. Where are the other students? Oh wait, there are people over there. They can't hear me. Hey! Can you help me, please? Hey, can you help me? Watch it! Ugh. Oh no! I'm so sorry. Are you okay? I didn't see...
Are you eyes made of clay? I was standing right here. How dare you run around like that? Have some self-respect.
I know it was dumb of me. It won't happen again.
Make sure it doesn't. This horse is worth more than, well, probably anything you own.
Huh. He's an American saddlebred, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he is.
He's beautiful.
Well, thank you. I'm the only one that can ride him.
Well, you handled him amazing. I can tell you two are a good match. I'm really sorry, by the way. It's my first day. I'm a bit lost, you see.
That explains it.
Explains what?
They're probably all down by the western horses. Samara is most likely stuck in one of her tails. She gets sidetracked easily. You should go find her. Medium height, short black hair with ridiculous blue strands in it. She's her advisor.
Western horses, Samara, blue strands. Got it. Thank you so much for your help. Oh, the name's Freja, by the way.
Oh, Denise Bellevue.
Oof, not off to a great start. But at least Denise seems nice. So where is... Oh, over there.
All right, gather around. I'm Samara. You may call me Mari or Samara. Just don't call me Sam, we'll be friends forever. I'm your student advisor. Whatever it is you need to talk about, that's non-horse related, student loans, housing, cute boy you met last night, you come to me. Got that? All right, moving on. I'm assuming you got some info ahead, a packet of sorts in the mail. Things like dress code, schedule, and whatnot. But just in case you've forgotten, class is Monday through Thursday from 8 to 12. Now, out of respect for your fellow tutors, I shall hope you'll be on time. Better be an hour early than 10 minutes late. Lessons are not set up like classes in school, but rather seminars or lectures. Each lecture will go the extent of the week, or however long it takes. As soon as that subject is complete, then a new one will begin. You'll receive your scripts ahead of each lesson, and we highly recommend you flip through them before the lectures. We want active participation. That means discussions, questions, comments, whatever. We want you to work with the subject to help you retain it better. And the more effort you put in, well, my guess is the less you have to study for those scary exams.
Samara went on explaining that afternoons were more practical with writing lessons or lunching or in-hand work. And some afternoons we would assist the stable hands with mucking the stalls or pastures. Each year has a main focus. The first year is about improving your own riding and handling skills. The second year is about training the horse, and the third year is training other students. Next up, Samara showed us around the facility. They have an extensive library. That's where all our theory lessons take place. There's a cafe offering snacks and drinks throughout the day. And then came what I was looking for the most, The stables. The stables for dressage, jumping, and eventing were near the main building. The western horses further down and a bit of a walk. The Baroque horses had their own fancy stalls by the flower gardens. Hunters had an entirely different section, and then it was time for me to go see the gated horses. A third-year student named Darcy led me to the stables. Gated horses don't belong to the most popular discipline, so the academy only owns a handful of horses and leases the rest, depending on demand. I already saw Palomino saddlebred before. Oh yes, he's one of the academy's leases. Has a bit of a temper. No one really likes riding him, except for Denise.
Oh yeah, I met her. She seems nice.
Are we talking about the same person? Anyways, the horses are currently out in the big pasture, but in the afternoon you will find them here. Well, some at least. They don't have their own designated stable. They're just sprinkled all over the place. The 2 stallions are in the dressage stall. The Palomino you met before is one of them. Here you'll find the Icelandics, the curly horse, and behind me the Tennessee Walker Duke. He's my favorite. The Pasofinos in the Baroque stable and the 2 new leases should be arriving this week, but I'm not sure where they're going to be put yet. You'll receive a weekly schedule of the horses you're going to ride. The time on your sheets is the time that you have to be in the arena on the horse, so make sure you start early enough to retrieve the horse and tack up. The horses should be as clean as you can get them. Trainers will take notice if they aren't. Trust me, plan a full hour if you get the gray one during mud season.
That was a lot to take in. I hope I can remember it all. I better get going now so I'm not late for my first class.
The horse belongs to the Equus genus, along with zebras and donkeys. Their ancestors can be traced back 45 to 55 million years, from the small Eohippus, which was a multi-toed forest dweller about the size of a hare. Before domestication, horses lived in grassy plains. Natural selection helped them adapt to their surroundings. Multiple toes eventually became one hard hoof, but remnants of a further toe still linger in form of a callosity on the inner legs called chestnuts. About 3,500 BC, wild horses were domesticated. Domestication is the process of selecting and breeding specific animals based on their function for humans. Horses were mainly bred for milk, meat, and of course rideability. The subspecies nowadays is the domesticated horse, or Equus feros caballos. Even horses who live in the wild nowadays, like mustangs, are still considered domesticated horses because they originated from our tame horses. There's only one actual feral horse living today, which is the Przewalski horse. Never domesticated, never tamed, they're extremely independent and would be a challenge to train. Horses are prey animals, which means they have a high flight instinct, good balance, and sharp senses. The eye is the largest of any land mammal. Being on the side of the head gives the horse almost a 360-degree vision. Only minor blind spots are directly in front, behind, or underneath their eyes. They have dichromatic vision, allowing them to see only blue and yellow hues and the green variants in between. They can see good both day and night, however, a drastic switch in light, for example, when entering a stable, causes difficulties. Always give your horse a moment to adjust. Their sense of smell and taste is better than humans, as we probably all know from trying to give medicine. They are very adept at picking out things they don't like from their food. Their sense of smell is also used to communicate status and fertility. Each ear of a horse can rotate 180 degrees, giving them almost full coverage of their surroundings. Loud and constant noises, however, have been proven to stress horses out. For example, a loud radio or, of course, fireworks. While it is true that horses can sleep either lying or standing up, they do need at least a few hours every night to lay down to get the important REM sleep. There are different types of horses. The terminology of hot, warm, and cold-blooded refers to the horse's temperament and not the actual body temperature. Hot bloods are sensitive horses with high energy. They are spirited and learn quickly. Hot-blooded breeds includes thoroughbreds, Arabians, and other Oriental horses. They have a light body type and were bred for agility and speed. Cold bloods are heavy draft horses. They are calm and quiet in nature, easy to handle and patient. These strong horses were mostly bred to pull carts and plows. Some breeds include the Shire, Ardenner, and Percheron. Warm bloods originally referred to any horse that was a cross between hot and cold bloods. These horses were bred to be riding horses, more refined and lighter than cold bloods, but easier to handle and calmer than hot bloods. However, nowadays the term warm blood refers mainly to sport horses, like the Dutch warm blood or Belgian warm blood. The name pony is used to describe a horse smaller than 14.2 hands, which is 147 centimeters. There are some characteristics associated with ponies, such as heavier bones, shorter and thicker necks, shorter legs, and thick mane and tail. Horses are herd animals. In the wild, a herd usually consists either of a group of mares, a stallion, and their offspring, or a bachelor group of stallion that banded together. Survival is easier in a herd. However, for a large social group to function properly, you have to have a set of skills to properly communicate. This is mostly done through agonistic behavior to keep one away, or the social approach, like playing, grooming, and other forms of bonding. These skills are learned when they are young, which is why it is important for horses to grow up in a herd. There is also a strict hierarchy. Usually the most experienced and older mares lead the herd.